Welcome to the tutorial on creating an estimate with BuilderHub. Using this system, you can create an estimate for a customer and provide them with a professional looking document to take with them in a matter of minutes. Your customers will be impressed and you'll save a lot of time and effort. So let's assume that a customer has just walked into your office or model and wants to get an estimate. The first thing you want to do is capture some contact information for that customer for possible future follow-ups. To do this, just select the New Customer menu item to go to the customer dashboard for this new customer. So at this point, you want to capture some information about the prospective customer. The first and last name fields are mandatory. Everything else is optional. Obviously, you want to capture as much information as makes sense given their interest. But for this example, I'm going to add first and last name, an email address, and a phone number. So now we have the basic information added, and what you want to do is hit the Save Customer button. The customer information is all recorded and you're good to go. So now let's get into the actual estimating part. Once you're from the dashboard with the customer you're working with, you just hit the Estimate button and it takes you to the estimate screen. Now, being a brand new customer, there's no information here, and we're going to go through the process of adding a little bit. First thing I want to mention is that there's basically two categories of things you can add. What we call options, which come right out of your price book. Basically, these are your price book items. And then special items, which are essentially ad hoc, manually enter type of things. Each of these has their own section on the screen. So we're going to add a special option. This is something that's not in the price book. I'm just going to make something up. I have no idea how much these things cost, so I'll just throw in a number. Hit enter, it saves. So we have a special option, $1,200. Now, for the most part, what you probably want to do is add things out of your price book because you've already obviously worked out that you have those and what the cost should be. Now, in this pull down here, it lists everything in your price book. You could have a lot of things in there, so in most cases what you want to do is filter it out. So let's say in this case we're talking about electrical items first. Type in electrical, hit enter in the search criteria. Now it just pulls out things that are related to electrical. And if you look at this, as you've seen if you looked at the price book tutorial, this is the price book category. That's the text of the price book and the cost. So now you can go through and easily pick one of the electrical items. I will add that one. We'll just pick 220 range. We'll add that. Also, you can do multiple filters. Say, for example, you're talking about door walls, and the customer is particularly interested in Anderson. It now pulls out all of the Anderson door wall items in your price book. And with this price book in the demo, there's only one. So it's just that item. We'll add that option. And you basically just go through this process with every major option that the customer is interested in. Once you've done that, well, it should only take a little bit, you hit the View This Report button. It cranks for a second, and then you can't see it on this demo, but it actually opens another tab on your browser and brings up the report. So now all you really have to do is you can go in and print the report, hand it to the customer, and they can walk away impressed with your organization. Literally, that's about all there is. It only takes a few minutes. They get a nice looking report, and you have an impressed potential customer. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye.